Introducing the new Audible original Breakthrough.
The genre-redefining audio-only series that strips away the superficial to reaffirm what matters most, pure talent.
Featuring celebrity judges Kelly Rowland, Sarah Bareilles, and host David Diggs.
Hear every step of the musical journey as 5 undiscovered musicians battle through a series of high-stakes singing and songwriting challenges for one top spot.
As musically gifted as they are artistically unique, each finalist is driven by the same dream, to become music's next must-listen.
But to break through, they'll have to dig deep, pushing their vocal, songwriting, and recording chops to their absolute limits while keeping their feet and emotions firmly grounded.
So, who will break through? It's time to find out.
Join Kelly, Sarah, and David on a musical journey unlike anything you've ever seen.
This is Breakthrough.
Listen on Audible or wherever you get your podcasts.
Go to audible.com/breakthrough.
Follow along using hashtag BreakthroughXAudible. The Beanie Bubble stars Zach Galifianakis, Elizabeth Banks, Sarah Snook, and Geraldine Viswanathan. A behind-the-scenes look at one of the biggest speculative crazes that blazed through American culture in the 90s. The Beanie Bubble, now streaming exclusively on Apple TV+, rated R. I'm going to say something scandalous, Ronnie.
Go on.
Plants are meat. And not only are they meat, they're delicious, especially if they're from Impossible Foods.
They taste like beef.
Exactly. Impossible is making meat history this summer.
Yeah, they are. Summer of Impossible.
I am so excited to be spending time cooking my summer foods, all that good stuff. And guess what? We can use Impossible sausages, Impossible brats. I mean, it's going to be a great summer for Impossible Foods.
Impossible beef is made from plants and 19 grams of protein per serving, and it's better for the planet.
And it's meat.
Plant meat, correct. So if you're looking for something to grab for your grill, grab some Impossible beef.
Summer of Impossible.
Start making meat history today. Just head over to the meat aisle at your local grocery store, grab some Impossible beef or patties, and get grilling. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. This is part 2 of the Real Housewives of Orange County recap. If you missed part 1, it was released earlier today. Thanks for being with us, you guys. We sure love you. Enjoy the show.
Now we go to Patty's house, Patty's pool party. Everyone's there's a champagne gun that the bartender's learning how to use, and Shannon's in a towel in her yard getting a fake tan. She goes, "Here's how I get a fake tan. This is what I do. I just take it and just rub it on my arms just like this. Looks great, right? Just, streaks are in."
You don't have to do that outside. It's very weird. I'm not sure. And does she have a fake lawn? Does she have like a fake grass lawn?
It looked like it was an AI-generated video.
And it just looked weird.
Like someone put a text prompt, Shannon Bedore putting on bronzer in a lawn with a little picket fence.
Yeah, people are like, honey, that lady in a towel is standing out on her putt-putt green again. The fuck?
I thought Bronwyn moved out of this neighborhood.
So Heather Amin comes. We finally meet Heather Amin. And she comes to Tamra's glam room. And Tamra's like, "Do you need anything, bitch?" And she goes, underwear. I didn't bring any underwear. She's like, "Your mother reminded Eddie's." It's hilarious. And then cut to next season when she's like, "Heather Amin said she wanted to wear Eddie's underwear."
Exactly.
That slutty bitch.
Because Heather Amin goes, "I prefer Eddie's, but that might be another problem." And I love that Jen's whole argument is that, yeah, like Ryan saying that he wanted to fuck you, Tamra, that's just like how we're always talking shit like that also. Like, it's comical. And then here's Heather Amin saying, "Yeah, I'll take Eddie's underwear. I probably would enjoy that more."
She walked into my glam room and said, "I want to wear Eddie's underwear."
It will be a thing.
Tamra just makes it her own.
No, the vibe is gonna be, "At first I thought she was joking, but now I'm not so sure." Roll the flashback.
Mm-hmm. So then we see party set up. There's a champagne gun. People start arriving. Gina's in some terrible wedge shoes. Good Lord. Gina just continues the streak of just never getting it right. Taylor's
literal
there.
Iceberg lettuce. She made shoes out of iceberg lettuce. Someone please give her some more money. Just like ranch and iceberg on her feet.
They're like, is that fresh gorgonzola on your wedge? And she's like,
No, I just use the bottle stuff.
It has a it has actually surprisingly very good support. Jen is in glam and Ryan FaceTimes in. And there's all these women around her and they're just like talking and he goes, hey, do me a favor before you hang up. I need all the ladies' numbers because I have a new dick pic I'm working on. So I just want to get it out there to everyone. She's like, Ryan, you are so funny. You are very funny. He's like, I'm actually being pretty serious. But anyway, you're magical. You're magical.
Yeah, too soon, Ryan. So Emily is saying, whatever. She's talking. There's arrivals. So Taylor sees Emily's friend. Emily has this like blonde bombshell friend who's gorgeous. And Taylor's like, oh my God, your friend is beautiful. How do you even hang out with this girl? This is crazy. Want to see me eat cotton candy? Make me famous.
Taylor sees Gina. She goes, "Oh, look, I'm glad you have your smile back. I'm so glad you have your smile. It's because you're just like walking on iceberg lettuce, don't you? It feels nice, right? It's refreshing for your souls, huh?"
Oh my God, what were you thinking? I was sad or something? Have you talked to Jen, speaking of sad?
And Taylor's like, yeah, I talked to her yesterday. I think she would just like to be in a relationship with everyone in her business. You know what I mean? And then Jen comes and she's like, oh my God, there's so many girls here. And we see a blonde. I thought it was Gretchen. Did you see that big blonde Gretchen hair? I could have sworn, but this really is just like a bunch of. This is Jennifer Aniston.
It's a Gretchen. It's a Dr. Jen. It's a Alexis Bellino. It's a
Jimmy Kimmel made the invite list for this party. Basically.
I know this was a Jimmy Kimmel curated party. That is for sure.
So Emily and Heather are talking. Heather Dubrow, and Heather's like,
"Oh, I was telling Terry, I had so much fun with you, Emily. Wasn't that fun? Gosh, your Make-A-Wish finally came true. You, alone time, Heather Dubrow. Television's Heather Dubrow. You're welcome."
Oh, here, I forgot to give you this. I know you wanted an autograph at the end of that session, so this is my gift to you. Please enjoy.
So we see a clip of yesterday. Emily and Heather hung out, and Emily apologized for being so aggressive. And she's like, I'll work on that. And then we get a flashback in the flashback of 3 days earlier when she's like, you're the one who has a phony relationship with Tamra, you faker.
I think Emily is a very strong, assertive woman, and I think that's amazing. It's just that when it crosses over to aggression and aggressive nature, that it's off-putting, and I think in her heart she doesn't mean it, so I can get past it. Usually, I just am worried she's not quite rich enough to be that angry.
Well, she just betrayed you and sick Tamra on you behind your back, so good luck. Okay, you're about to see how forgiving Emily is. Okay, because she's just ruined the rest of your month. So then we go to Gina and Jen talking, and Gina's like,
"So, how did you end up after Nubu?"
Like, oh, come on, Gina, you can pronounce Nobu. Come on.
Well, Jen's like, I just think that there's something personal with Tamra that she doesn't understand. I don't understand what's going on with Tamra. And Emily's like, well, I wonder if Tamra's going to drop a bombshell today at this slip and slide party. Wow, an Emily party would be the worst place for big drama to happen. Am I right?
Did you notice this chick's hat that she was wearing? Jen's hat. I was dying laughing. It's like the girl can't get in. She can't win. She's like a pest that they won't really let into the group, but they're also trying to exterminate. She's wearing a screen door hat. Basically, it's a sun hat. I'm going to show it to you on the screen here. But she's wearing this sun hat. Look what it does to her face. It looks like she's a bug trying to get in a screen door. It's not funny.
Yeah, it's like a straw hat, but it's like mesh. It sort of has a mesh pattern, so the light comes through, and it does look like she is trying to get into a screen door.
She's like just behind a screen door, like, let me in. Why are they trying to exterminate me? They won't even let me in this house. So she's upset, and she knows already that something's coming for her. It's just, what is it going to be? You know, she's like, what's it going to be? Another attack on Jen? A feeding frenzy about Jen? I mean, I'm just dressing all in black. Just bury me already.
So Heather meets Perry, and then Heather tells her friend, isn't she stunning? I think she's almost 80. I'm going to buy her. I'm just going to buy her. Put her in the foyer.
So Jen's like, oh my God, that we're back to Gina and Jen. And she's like, yeah, there wasn't even talking to Tamra the other day because that girl was 3 sheets to the wind. And Emily's like, yeah, well, Tamra had too much to drink, but we've all been in that situation. And then we get clips of Emily's greatest hits being drunk and being like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you.
Be quiet.
Your entire
You shut up. You shut up. You better leave this party right now. So Gina's like, it seems to me that Tamra wants you to pay for something,
No, she doesn't want you to pay. She wants you to pee.
wants you to pee
Tamra
for
wants
something?
you to pee for something. It's my new accent.
But for what? I mean, are you really sideways about me meeting Ryan in your gym? Is that really upsetting to you that I met like kind of a younger, hotter version of Eddie at your place of business and then opened up my own place of business too? Is that all it is?
That's what we're trying to figure out. It's because you have a gem, and Tamara's not having it. She thinks you're a bad friend. So then we go to Tamara and Heather Amin, who are showing up, and Tamara's in fluorescent pink badge. And Heather Amin's like, now listen, Tammy, it's not time to go hammy, Tammy. Let's be nice, Tammy. Tammy that rhymes with Tammy. Hey, Tammy, whammy. No whammies, Tammy. That's what I would say if we were playing Press Your Luck together.
I was really hoping that Tammy Knickerbocker was actually there to be like, oh, Hammy Tammy, that's just what they call me. So Jen, they walk in and Jen's like, oh, hi, Heather Amin. Hi. And she's like, hi, Jen. And Tamara's like, yeah, I think you know Heather. She's like, yeah, a little bit. And everyone's just like meeting Heather Amin and everything. And Emily starts talking to Heather Dubrow about how she makes sex movies with Shane, and Heather's like, she's like, you have made a sex tape? Is that on your IMDb? Because I haven't seen that anywhere.
Do you watch it? And she goes, yeah, and then my ass looks big, so I makes him delete it. And the producer's like, do you ever make sex tapes to watch yourself with Terry? And Heather's like, he's non-union, so no. I don't even like watching myself on sitcoms. Can you imagine? It's like, well, thank God you're not on any. That must make your life easier.
I don't even like enjoying myself on Reba or Hot in Cleveland or any of the pilots I did for CBS from 1996 to 1999. So a sex tape, get out of here.
So Jen just nips it in the bud, goes and grabs Heather Amin to go have a talk, right? And all the other girls are watching. Tamara's like, they're talking, bitch. And Jen sits her down and she's like, listen, Heather Amin, I don't even know where to start. I mean, I reached out because everything that Tamara's throwing at me is like, supposedly is coming from you. And Heather's like, what's everything? Exactly. What is everything? With her one eye fritzing out. What is it?
Yeah, and Jen's like, just all of Ryan's past. And Heather Amin's like, well, I'll tell you what hurts me is that when you texted me and threatened me and said you were going to hurt me professionally, knowing I don't have any profession whatsoever.
And Jen's like, how did I threaten you? And then we see the text. I'm sure from a personal and professional standpoint, you would not want us sharing any of your personal info, which is not a threat. I'm sorry. I'm Team Jen. So then we get a close-up of this chick, Heather's double crucifix Netflix necklace. She's pure evil. By the way, I'm not saying Christians are evil. I'm saying fake, phony people who use religion to hurt, like as a shield, so they're able to hurt other people without taking any blame. That's what I'm calling evil. Before anybody gets all pissed off at me, so I've been saying it all thing. But never trust someone with a double crucifix. And by the way, if you're wearing one, reconsider. A single's good. A double, You're trying too hard. Okay, so back to it. So Heather's like, you were threatening me. And Jen's like, what do you think it feels like, Heather? What do you think this feels like? Do you think this feels good for me? Do you think it feels good?
And Heather Amin's like, you're assuming all the information is coming from me just because it's all coming from me. And so Jen says, are you kidding me? Who's not honest here? And so Heather says, I don't like lies told about me that I'm sending pictures. I'm doing this, I'm doing da 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 da. I didn't. And do I think Ryan's going to go and send me a dick pic? I never even had a relationship with him like that. And Jen's like, yeah, exactly. So like when you get that, now you have to know it wasn't for you, right? Do you understand the logic that you're saying? Do you understand how you're undermining your own gossip?
Yeah, she's so stupid. She's like, yeah, I mean, who's not? No, she goes, yeah, this information's not coming from me. Why are you assuming? And then it cuts to Tamra going,
Really? But Heather Amin said that when he walked into the gym, he said he wanted to fuck me. Yeah, but Heather Amin got a dick pic from him.
oh my God, that's who said it. What do you think Tamra's going to be honest about you and nobody else? I mean, come on.
Right. So Heather Amin is like, well, then who was the dick pic for? It's like, Jen's like, it was for me. And Heather's like, really? I feel like you play this dumb role. I'm not playing a dumb role. See, you not understanding the dumb role is actually literally you playing the dumb role. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
No. God, you're doing it again. I'm sorry, I just don't get what you're saying. Are you speaking English? Come on, you're not that dumb.
So then Shannon,
Listen, you can't put one past me. 2 + 2 = 5. So God damn it.
Shannon's
But
talking to
also,
Tamra.
I'm sorry, but also Jen is hurting her own thing here too, because Jen was saying that Ryan's dick pic was sent to his entire phone book. So when Heather Amin is like, "Oh, really? You're just playing dumb. Who is this dick pic supposed to go to?" And she goes, "Me." She didn't say it wasn't just you. It was his whole phone book who got the dick pic, not just you. So Jen's also full of shit.
So Shannon's talking to Tamra. She goes, well, I mean, she says that Jen says that she and Ryan are in therapy, her and Ryan, so that's good. And Tamra's like, therapy's a psychic. It's not even a real therapist. So Heather Dubrow joins them and goes, hi, this television's Heather Dubrow. I'm here. I'm just been walking around this backyard pretending to be a new cast member of Selling OC. Anyway, I just walked by Jen and Heather. Is everything okay? And Tamra's like, do I need to go over there? I should probably go over there. I want to go over there because this is sort of supposed to be a scene that I was supposed to be in, so I'm going to go over there.
I know. She's like, I orchestrated this shit, you know?
It's like not inviting Leonard Bernstein to West Side Story, bitch.
So she marches over there, and Shannon follows her, and Emily goes over there too. Everyone's going over there. And Tamra's like,
The whole reason I brought Heather Amin is because I want all three of us to talk this out.
so she's not going to get her screen time stolen. She jumps right up on that dumpster and sits there with her triangular mouth and dares you to try.
She also has to make sure they don't actually reconcile and that they can she makes sure that she and Heather Amin can still be anti-Jen.
Right. So Shannon and Tamra sit down, and Heather Amin's like, guys, I'm just trying to explain that I'm not sabotaging her or ruining her life. And Jen's like, well, I was just saying that I'm more sick of the judgment of mine and Ryan's lives. I mean, you can judge it, you can critique it, you can think whatever you want, I guess. And Heather's like, we're not judging it, but you're not being honest. It's like, oh my God, you are Tamra trained.
Yeah, and Jen's like, well, what am I not being honest about? And Heather Amin says, do I need to go there? And Jen says, well, I said this to her and I got a napkin thrown in my face. And she goes, well, I found out. If I found out my boyfriend that I was in love with, that I left my husband and family for, did what he did, and the implication is that when they were on their break, Ryan and Jen, that Ryan went and slept with someone else during their quote unquote break. So, I mean, Heather Amin's like, this was so bad that he did that.
And didn't it sound like didn't she say it was on her birthday too? She's like, if I found out on my birthday that my boyfriend
did
who
she
I
say
loved,
that?
I was like, oh my God, my boyfriend who I loved and who I left my family for. I was like, oh my God, they're just shitting all over Jen's story. You know, Jen's lie. And so Tamara's like,
Yeah, I mean, they're not on the break. I mean, what is this, friends? Oh, we broke up and I dated somebody. You didn't break up. You cheated and you got caught.
so Jen's like, well, of course this whole we're on a break thing hurt, but it's not a Nancy Drew mystery that they just solved. I mean, there's no new information here, and it still hurts. It still hurts. Is that what you want to know? Is that what you want to know?
So then Heather Amin is like, I would be devastated. And you had zero reaction. Where are your feelings? Right. So Shannon now jumps in. Hello. Someone in a very stable relationship would like to advocate for this woman. Thank you. She has feelings. She has plenty of feelings. And I don't think you should get involved. I don't think so at all. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong with John Jansen.
And Emily's like, Shannon, she's got to help because the other ladies are still watching. Gina's like, oh my God, why is Shannon going over there? And Heather's like,
Are we terrible for not trying to help? I should have gotten those messy matches. That would have been hilarious.
Warm mess. Is that what it said? So Shannon's like, listen, it's a lot to be taken in when you're in a happy relationship and you're hearing all this stuff from this person and that person and mainly Tamra, and then like that's not positive about your boy. It's a lot to take in. I mean, does
Does he live under a bridge? Yes. Does he want to move with me? No. Is everything great and perfect? Yes. Are we talking about John Jansen? I'm sorry, I got lost and I lost the thread here a little bit.
Does he put ranch dressing on the wrong shelf in the refrigerator so that when you open it up, it falls on the floor?
Yup.
So Tamra just rolls her eyes and gets a she gets the snake rattle and the tss at the same time, which is impressive. That's big. That's good work, Tam. So she's like,
Well, no way was I hitting on your boyfriend. It's like you were trying to say I was.
and Jen's like, I was making the point that you and I would joke about it. And I didn't understand the uncomfortableness suddenly that you were saying you felt so uncomfortable with him making a joke when we joke all the time. Like, I just don't get it, Tamra. And Emily's like, just because I'm the host, I just want to make sure everything's okay. So I'm here now, too. It's like, oh my God.
Thanks
I
for
watched
checking
my
in.
butthole. Anybody want to see it?
So Heather means like, I get upset because you're not standing up for yourself. And it's not me saying I'm out for you, Jen, because I love you. I mean, what part of me telling all of Orange County that Ryan wanted to fuck someone else and then sent me a dick pic says that I don't love you? I don't get this.
And Gina's like,
Yeah, honestly, it just comes from caring because you're trying to manage the situation, right?
and Taylor's like, oh my God, why don't you two just talk? I don't know that everybody needs to be here for this talk. I mean, this is just, I feel like I'm married to Ryan. I'm sick of this relationship. I don't even know Ryan. Who's this fucking guy?
I'm sick of, I don't want that. This storyline needs to be over. Can we go after someone like Heather Dubrow? Okay. So
I mean,
Taylor,
to think I started this episode off at a corn dog place called the Fun Zone, and this is where we ended up.
I literally brought everyone to an amusement park to try to bring some different energy to the show, and this is where we are. So now Taylor's talking to Jen, and Tamra, I'm sorry. She goes, listen, I overdrank, and I apologize for throwing a napkin in your face. I've literally been crying. I'm beating myself up, and I thought, if I throw a napkin in her face, she will understand what it's like when Ryan throws his penis in all of our faces, okay? And you've gone through so much, Batch, and I just want you to be honest and strong, and that's it, Batch. And I don't want you to be like we're on a break, not back down, Batch. I'm crying.
Yeah, so Heather and Tamara have come in here as the victims, basically. They're both like, look, he cheated on you. We're just trying to help. Okay, well, that's good, because I believe that Ryan is a cheater, and you guys saying Ryan is a fucking low-down, dirty piece of shit cheater sending dick pics to people, you shouldn't be dating him. That's a good friend, right? You guys are trying to bring this woman on TV and just drag her over the coals. Stop pretending that you're not. You're such fakers.
Yeah. So Jen's like, well, we didn't know where it was going to end up. And in my mind, taking that time wasn't taking time with other people because I didn't do anything. And for this to keep coming up is a lot. I'm trying to move forward and I'm trying not to go back to it. And I don't want to go back to it. She's basically saying like, you guys aren't telling me anything new and it's really hurtful. And I've been just trying to like move forward and you guys are just opening up the wound again. So fuck you guys.
Yeah, she's basically like, look, I left my husband for this guy. Then he cheated on me. Now I'm stuck. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? He's still really hot. He's still hotter than Will. And I want to keep fucking the guy. Okay? Maybe I know that he's not good for me. Okay? I don't eat M&Ms because they're as healthy as an apple. I eat them because they're peanut M&Ms and they're delicious. Okay? I know that red number 8 could probably cause cancer or something, but I'm still going to eat it. Okay? And I just need you guys to back the fuck off. I don't need you to support my habit of overeating, but I need you to not hate me for it. If you can't be my friend, just please don't be my enemy. Isn't that a Taylor line?
Yes, that is. So Jen says, Jen's like, you know, it's just like, it's just a cycle that keeps on repeating itself with Tamra. Like, shame on you for hurting me once. Shame on me because I let you keep doing this. I feel like there was a saying in there did I get that right?
No, and also you're staying with the cheater, so that saying is now null and void. Okay, George W.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a crap.
Do you want the perfect look for all of summer's moments? At Sunglass Hut, you can find every shade of you with their curated summer product selection.
Their vast selection that includes a wide range of styles from the biggest brands like Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, Versace, Burberry, Ray-Ban, Oakley, and more. Plus, 12 shades only available at Sunglass Hut.
With personalized services both online and in-store, expert sales associates will help you find the perfect pair for yourself or a great gift for anyone on your list.
I was just shopping there the other day, and it's actually really cool. It's so modern. The people who work there really help you find the right size for your face.
So go and discover the special selection online at sunglasshut.com or in store. Your summer look is waiting for you.
Home Aglow is a marketplace that connects homeowners and renters with house cleaners.
You can get your home clean for $19, okay?
Highly discounted initial cleaning. They really want to prove themselves to you, and they did for me. There's discounted recurring cleanings with Forever Clean membership.
Yeah, just save time by hiring a professional to clean. Don't do it yourself. Okay, you get high quality cleaning professionals. This is wonderful. We've used them. Our houses came out sparkling clean. It was wonderful. Visit www.homeaglow.com/podcast to book your first cleaning for only $19. That's HOMEAGLOW.com/podcast.
Looking for love? I'm Jujubee, and on this season of Queen of Hearts, we're going all the way down to sunny, sexy Miami. I'm setting up the hottest singles in South Florida. Maybe I can find them their perfect partner, or someone to fulfill their sexiest fantasies.
A man who unconditionally loves me and is a raging feminist, and then ties me up, rubbing oils on me, then surprise gets a girl to lick my and another guy to put it in my and has a huge...
But remember, there's a twist. No one can see each other until the very end. Camera's on.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Woo. Got me blessed.
Follow Queen of Hearts on Amazon Music or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen ad-free on Amazon Music, included with Prime. Download the Amazon Music app now, or you can listen ad-free by subscribing to Wondery Plus in Apple Podcasts or the Wondery app.
Ben's commercial.
Tamra's like, what is that? And it's a champagne gun, which means it is time for wacky time. So it's the big slip and slide segment. And Heather's running around going, that is such a bad waste of champagne and a gun. I love champagne. I'm Heather 2 Pro.
And then Emily and Gina are first down the slip and slide. Producers are so mean. When Emily hits the slip and slide with her boobs, they literally insert a sound effect that goes boom. I was like, wow.
They went crazy with the sound effects. Shannon does it, and Shannon can never get down the whole slip and slide. And every time she goes, it's like they make this like ripping sound.
Yeah, Shannon does it the way I do, because I think I've done slip and slide like once in my life, but I am not comfortable with hurling myself face forward onto the ground. So I would do it the way Shannon does, which is like, I'm going to run and then slowly decelerate so I can have a soft landing on my knees and then lower my chest onto the slip and slide. And strange, I have only gone forward 1 foot on this device.
I was a huge slip and slider as a kid. We loved them where I grew up, but I grew up in El Paso, which was a desert, and so you can never get a smooth slip and slide. Like, there's no such thing. Slip and slide made so much money on desert towns because you jump, and especially me, like a little fat kid, I'm like running and like throwing myself onto this thing, and then eventually you go over a rock every single time.
Oh no!
You know, you're like breaking a rib, you're ripping the plastic, and you just go buy another one because what is going to compete? I mean, we did try with the Glad trash bags taped together and all that, but listen, nothing's going to beat a slip and slide. Made a lot of money.
Wow, that is. I never thought about that, but that's harsh. Also, by the way, the Orange County slip and slide has the special feature of water commingling with spray tan, so like all the water's brown that they're sliding
frothy.
through.
They say
So now-
it's nasty froth on top of the water. All planet.
Hello,
Real Housewives of our county. Frothy water caused by
But
lips that won't
unfortunately-
biodegrade.
Well, that's the part at the end of the nature special where they lecture. They say, unfortunately, these animals will no longer be able to thrive as the waters in Orange County turn brown with spray tan.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of every episode of Our Planet is when he's like, isn't this gorgeous? Now they're all dead because of humans.
Oh, I just remembered what happened at the end of episode 3, and you are going to cry, Ronnie. I'm so excited for you to see it.
In a bad way or a good way?
No. Well, you'll
Did
just
a dog lick a cow? You know, I love that.
No, it's just there's Well, you may cry in a bad way, but I think you'll cry. I think you'll have a range of emotions because I'll just say there's a baby elephant.
Oh, I love a baby elephant. God, those are so. You have to watch it get born, though. I'm still. I get triggered because one time I was scrolling through Facebook and it was just like elephant birth because I follow these elephant things, and I just, no birth is gross. It's nature, guys. But wow, when you're not ready, and I had like a piece of, something going into my mouth, and I was just like, whoa, because they just splurt it right out. The elephant's walking along, and it's just like, and it just drops. It just
drops.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm still traumatized from City Slickers. I was not expecting a calf birthing scene in that movie, and to this day, I'm still like, whoa. But there's a big elephant moment, baby elephant moment. But I was saying you'll be largely happy, but it's like sad because it's like their habitat is being destroyed. One of those things.
Yeah.
So anyway,
welcome to the fucking planet.
Welcome to
all
Orange
of our
County.
habitats are being destroyed. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep my air conditioning at 76. Okay. Who's got a problem now? The elephants or me? Okay. I'm first in line to customer service of the earth, elephant.
So anyway, more slip and slide. So Heather's like, hello, I'm television's Heather Dubrow, and I am someone of the people. I am going to participate in a slide and slip. Here, let me put on my wetsuit.
So Heather, has to be covered head to toe in her burkini or whatever she's brought to wear.
She's like, I've been to water parks, which is, first of all, a lie. She's like, I will not touch poor people water park stuff. So therefore, I'll be covered head to toe to make sure I get no Heather Amin on me.
Yeah, and Emily's like, I thought I was going to have a party with hot friends in their bikinis, where I get Shannon in her Spanx and Heather looking like a whale trainer at SeaWorld. And then we see them try it again, and Shannon, they're just doing that noise for Shannon all the way down to the halfway mark where she makes it. It's just like...
I guess I just don't have any momentum. I guess you could say this is a metaphor for my relationship with John Jansen. Ha! Ha! No, we're very happy. We're very, very happy.
So then we go to another scene, and much like people listening to this podcast are saying right now, I said, it's still going.
Yeah.
It's still going.
So it's Gina. First of all, they show footage of downtown Los Angeles, which didn't make any sense to me. And then we see Gina and Travis at an Italian market, and they get salami. And Travis is like, or Gina's like,
here's a dick pic for you. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make that joke in front of you.
And Travis is like, yeah, you should send that picture like it's a dick pic to the girls. I was like, that's what she means, dummy. Like, joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. And Emily brings some Krispy Kremes to Shane in his office. And Shane's like, oh, how was the pool party? Did Tamra take her top off? And Emily's like, oh, that's like saying, is the sky blue? Is grass green? And he goes, is Shane handsome?
King of
Snarkasm! He's back, everyone. He's back.
He's made it back, guys. It's a gentler touch, but he's still here. So then we go to Dr. Laney, an intuitive healer. And you know what I said, didn't you? Bullshit, you fucking charlatan. I hope they fucking take your license. I'm calling the Better Business Bureau, goddamn burglar. Get off my train.
Well, they're in the back room of Zensations in the therapy room.
Intuitive healer, my ass crack.
And so Dr. Laney is like, would you feel comfortable? Because Jen and Ryan are there. Would you feel comfortable doing like maybe some clearing some of the energy here out of your body? And Jen's like, why don't you lead us? She's okay.
Literally goes for 10 minutes. Okay, so before we even saw this part, this lady's full of shit. First of all, intuitive healing for cheating. Don't cheat. Okay, there. Solved. Thanks. That's $50. But also, not to take her seriously. Her office is a TV console, okay, up against the wall with 2 lamps on it. And then she's sitting in an office chair next to it with her feet on an ottoman of the office.
I noticed that.
And then she's got certificates of bullshit. Because what do you, intuitive healing gift certificates? Who the fuck gives you that?
Intuitive visit to Kinko's is what those certificates were.
Intuitive renting at the Kinko's computer long enough to print in a funky font. But then she went even further and had that shit printed to canvas. Who prints graduation certificates on canvas, ma'am? Get the fuck out of here, Lainey.
So then we go to
Alexis's mother, by the way, from earlier in the episode. That faceless teenager, Alexis. This is probably where she came from. Dr. Lainey, intuitive healer.
I genuinely feel bad for Alexis at this point, just because her mom's Lainey. But Ryan is trying not to laugh by those. They do a close up of Ryan, and he's like, he is trying so hard not to laugh, and Jen's just loving it. So then we go to Heather. Heather's like working out or something. She's like, "Oh, Terry, look, I'm trying to get my abs back." And he goes, "The abs are there. You look fantastic."
Wow.
Whoa.
Terry really is like, "Wow, Heather, your body looks great. God, let me look at. Wow, Heather, geez, like, can you at least pretend that you have seen your wife's body in the last decade?" Like, he looks like he's never seen her before. And she goes, "Well, it is your birthday tomorrow. Why don't I rub my buttocks against your kneecap?" It's like, wow, if we were on Survivor, you just started a spark. So that's something. Good for you.
So then we hear, then we just go here.
Dr. Laney's still going, and then Ryan. Then it just stops, and she looks at them, and Ryan goes, "I wrote in my journal last night." She goes, "Good, good for you, very good, Ryan."
So
was it what word? Was it words? It was a dick.
It was just.
I drew a dick.
It was an actual dick pic, like a literal picture that I drew.
But I didn't send it to anybody. You're learning. Well, really, I just didn't have stamps. Actually, do you have any stamps? Ryan.
She's like, I actually do. Okay, here's something that I would love to normalize also. Let's normalize not having Gina and Travis scenes late in the episode. I don't need our penultimate scenes to be Gina and Travis anymore. I feel like there's been like 3 times this season where we're closing it. We're starting to like landing the plane, the train's coming into the station, and we have to stop everything for Gina and Travis at home talking about shit. Like I can't do this anymore.
I'm with you. So she has made dinner. She's like, "See, I made it romantic." And we see her beautiful table. And so she goes off about jarred sauce again and how no one at home knows that she used jarred sauce. Yes, they do, Gina. Okay. That's why they threw your going away party a week early. They're like, "What? We thought it was today. God, that's terrible, Gina. We're so sorry. Okay, go now. Go. Bye. Bye. We've already changed the locks on your old house. Go." Sure.
There's nothing about Gina, looking at Gina, that says this is someone who makes her own tomato sauce.
Ratchet ragu, bitch.
Ratchet ragu. Ratchet ragu, bitch. So, ratchet ragu. So Gina's been gearing up for her real estate license.
Yeah.
She already passed one test, and now she's taking a bunch of little tests, and she's excited because she's going to be able to, she's excited to be able to start showing homes and, making people want to take their stuff off the market after she walks through.
Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, you know who I've been talking to? Dave and Julia. We've been talking about Tess." And then we get a clip of Dave, who is terrifying. That's all I'll say about Dave. I don't know if Dave seems to dream of being on the cover of audiobooks. That's what I'll say about Dave. So, like self-help audiobooks, which if you want one, you should get at audible.com/Kravitz. Ding. So Gina is like, "They're going to take me out and show me how to show homes, And Travis is like, "Yeah, you can. It's just, this is for you because you get to talk a lot and see fancy shit at the same time."
Gina goes,
"Oh my God, I haven't worked in such a long time. I mean, the Cara Gala is more of like a
long-term investment. I'm like, that means it's not making any money. That's what that means. It means it's going to be many years before it ever makes a profit, if at all.
Yeah.
She goes,
But you know what, though? I'm actually like really proud of myself because like I opened up a jar of ragu today.
so, yeah, they're just still talking about real
This
estate.
Sheena. Yeah, she's on track. She's passed some prerequisite exams, et cetera, et cetera. And he's like, so do you think you're going to hate working with me? And she's like, he's like, do you think I'm going to get on your nerves? And she says, I don't know. I mean, my life is on a different track than I thought. And he goes, well, do you wish that you'd stayed on that track? Or are you happy with the track that you're on now? It's like, oh my
No, what?
God, is this their whole relationship is therapy? This
I
is
know.
not good. Where your whole relationship is your partner giving you therapy over shit. That's not good. I feel like it gives them too much power over your brain.
Oh my God. You know what? I've been thinking about this a lot. And like, I know now that like I didn't properly process like a lot of the trauma with like Matt and I. And like, I think a big part of that is like, I was like drinking and I've like stopped drinking. And she's like talking about like not drinking while there's a giant red wine glass in the foreground. Like it's half the screen. I just like don't want to drink anymore. And like, I don't need any more drink in me. And like, I just like, I couldn't ask for a better life. I mean, sometimes when I sit there in the sunlight between 1:35 p.m. and 1:38 p.m., which is the only time the sun shines in this house, I just think I love this track that I'm on now.
Was there really wine sitting in the picture? I didn't notice it.
Travis was drinking wine, but it just was funny. I don't know. I just think it's funny when she's talking about like, thank God I stopped drinking wine, and it's in the foreground, so it's literally this huge wine glass on the screen. It just was it was a funny image, darling.
Darling. So he's like, well, now it's a true fresh start. I mean, not for the sauce, because
That's what I wrote too. Fresh in a way that jarred isn't.
So then Tamra gets out. She's driven to a restaurant. She tells her driver, she's like, hey, there's some mean birds around here. Might be right back here, right, Toots? Slaps him on the ass.
They're at Mozambique restaurant, which I'm like, I can only imagine what Mozambique restaurant of Laguna Beach really is. Like, I just get scared. I get more scared than Jimmy Kimmel's dinner parties. So guess who's there? Guess who's there at Mozambique? It's Vicki Gunvalson, and Tamra runs up to her, and they play like the original Orange County theme song when they show Vicki, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, they play it, and then they show like the black and white Mickey Mouse turning the big wheel on the steamboat. It's like ding 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 ding, which is kind of terrifying sounding. It always has been. So to just have it under Vicky's face, doing her like her big fake weird smile. So Tamara's like, of course you have shots. I'd be shocked if you didn't have shots. Vicky really knows how to whoop it up, bitch.
And she's like, I haven't seen you in like 3 months, batch. And you're never home. And Vicky's like, yeah, well, I've been traveling a lot. So I've been like, I have toothbrushes everywhere. Like I'm spending my time in Newport Beach and like Puerto Vallarta and like Coto. But like Micah bought another house in Pacific Beach. And then Brianna's in Illinois. And I've been dating a really nice man for about a year now. And the producer's like, how's your sex life? She goes, oh, sex life is great. Like he's incredible. Have you seen him? And just like this photo of this guy being like, oh. It just...
Yeah, really.
Like
everybody, you just heard zippers like start busting open all over America. And Tamara's like, you gotta wait for Shannon because she said she's around the corner. She's gonna be here right in just a minute. Okay, wait till we take the shot. And Shannon's like, whoop, 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 whoop. Who's whooping it up? Tres Amigas. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Double guns in the air. Tres Amigas back together.
Hey, you know what we should do? We should all put on sombreros and do a show at a comedy club and say, we're the Tres Amigas. That'll go over so well.
God, that's if you guys haven't seen that, you might want to look that up.
Oh, it's cultural sensitivity at its finest. Really covering all the bases on this episode.
So she's like, wow, being with Tamra and Vicki, you really elevate to crazy fun. Buen topo. With the Tres Amigas. And so they start doing shots, and Vicky's going, we're back! We're back! Vicky's like in wrestling. You know, it's like the Vicster is back. She's like, I'm here, and I'm not taking any crap from anybody.
Lord, thank you very much for bringing us back together. I miss my friends. I love to whoop it up again. Whoop it up. So she's doing the whole Vicki thing, and Shannon's,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't take that many shots except for when I'm around these two girls or when I'm not around these two girls. Those are really the only times I take these shots.
God, I'm only drunk when I'm around these girls or waiters or nobody, really, or everybody, or in the morning, or at night, while I'm sleeping, when I wake up.
Only
During
then.
baths.
That's the only time. Only time I ever have shots.
So then we get clips of them being wacky and drunk together. And Shannon's like, well,
I literally haven't eaten today.
and Vicky's like, catch up, bitches. We're having fun. Doing forceful fun on people. By the way, I'm sorry for everybody's ears. This is not, I know this can't be an easy recap to get through.
it's fine. It's fine. Listen, we did 2 episodes of Aisha voice on Below Deck this week, so I think everyone's used to it. So Tamra's like,
Vicki, your nipples are showing, bitch. That's a very sexy bra you have on. She goes, oh yeah, well I wear crotchless panties. Okay, because I wear thighs, whatever it takes, because everyone's getting older. Okay. And so Tamra's like, hey, have you talked to like Emily and Gina and Heather, Vicki?
Vicky's like, well, I don't talk to Heather or Emily because you know what? They're not my wheelhouse. Okay, get a job. But I did see Heather a year ago, and that was a bit standoffish because she puts me in this little, I'm an insurance company, and I'm below her. Like, who's close with Heather? Who? You, Shannon? Are you close with Heather? Come on, Shannon. Come on. And Shannon's like, well, go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
No, well, thank you, Heather. Basically, I was like, well, I mean, we had a bit of a rocky year last year.
and Tamra goes, define Rocky Batch. And then the editors, some of their finest work was synchronizing Shannon talking about her rocky year with Heather, cross-cut, but on screen at the same time, of Heather going, if you ever come for me or my family again. It was brilliant.
It was so funny. And because Shannon didn't even say anything, she just goes,
Yeah, well, we did spend time together over the summer.
Nick closes up on her face and she just starts doing that looking around thing and pursing her lips. So she's like,
You think about the good times we've had over the summer and how everything is healed. Well, surely they will not be playing clips over my eyes, going back and forth very slowly and pursing my lips like this. Oh.
It will cost you a lot. Not saying this as a threat. I'm saying it as a promise.
That was 10 full seconds of Shannon whoop time.
So Tamara's like, yeah, define Rocky. And Vicky's like, oh my God, it's the hottest movie. This guy just runs upstairs a lot, beats the shit out of people. It's so good. Like, no.
Wrong Rocky Batch.
So do you confide in Heather to brow batch? And Shannon's like, oh, well, you know, some things I have. And Tamra goes, do you feel like she would ever repeat what you say in confidence? And Shannon
Well,
goes,
I do know that nobody except Heather knows that I am allergic to the leaves from broccoli. So that's, oh God, did I just say that? Oh, geez. I'm going to have to come up with another test.
I do believe that she has a vault. I mean, she says that's where she keeps Richard Marx. So she literally has a vault in that basement.
And Tamara does make her looking around and moving her lips face like,
well, am I going to tell the bitch? Am I going to tell the bitch?
And Shannon knows that face. So she goes,
so have you heard things about me? Recently? Is this recently or is this 2 years ago or 4 years ago? Certainly not as soon as this month when we became best friends again and I opened up to her about everything for 3 hours on the phone.
Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
And Vicky's like, well, if it's a vault, it's a vault. If that vault's not insured, then it's not even really a good vault. And Shannon's like,
are you kidding me right now? Like, Tamra, you can't do this to me. You can't do this. Come on. You have to have a vault too. Vault to vault. Come on. You can't. Don't bring this up on the air. Don't do this. I'm mic'd. I'll tell you in a minute. I will tell you that everything's fine.
And then we get the full movie. Boom. She's like, Tamara, do not do this to me. Are you all right? I'll tell you in a minute. She gets up and she walks over to the production crew at the corner of the restaurant and she goes,
oh, listen, I'm not going to air a relationship that I don't know. This is going to destroy us. This will destroy us if this comes on the air.
And she's like, they're going to talk about my relationship. That's not okay. Is that what you're going to talk about, Tamara? Because Tamara's over there now too. And Tamara just goes,
yeah.
She was like, yeah, I'm gonna die. She was like, I am done. I am done. Bravo, bravo, fucking bravo. That's what it is, right? This is gonna destroy everything. My relationship is over if this is on the air. This is over.
And then Vicki is left alone at the table and just goes, and then there was one. And her Vicki scream. Man, Tamra is just a fucking monster. And this one, Shannon, still trusting the wrong people over and over and over. Trusting Heather Dubrow. Have you lost your goddamn mind? What do you think that John did? Have you heard?
I don't know what John did. I think that he probably just was emotionally closed off and got sick of it. Like that's all. That's the only thing I can.
Well, it seems to be something big because they're like bringing up John as she knows she said something that's going to just. She told Heather something that Heather is now telling everybody. So it seems like something not good, but I don't know.
But yeah, well, maybe John just does not like being on the show. Maybe John is uncomfortable with their relationship being on the show, and so by her, like maybe she brings this up, and then just knowing that whatever it is that's brought up is going to put John in a hot seat in some way. She knows that's going to be the thing that's going to break her and John.
I think it's going to be something about John getting so wasted that they had a big blowout fight, and that John left her in a restaurant. Because they mentioned that before. Remember when Emily's like, yeah, and then Shannon says, like, John will leave her in restaurants or something.
Yeah.
Am I making that up? Maybe that was a made-up line from us. I don't even know what's made up anymore.
If the, I don't know what's made up either, but if that relationship is already so perilous that, like, something gets mentioned on the air, then it's probably already over. And actually, as we know, it ends. It's done. They were already in the Crappies montage of our in memoriam this year.
Oh, really?
So.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Well, they're going to get another go at that this year. Well, everybody, this has been so much fun. Thank you for being with us for 2 solid episodes of Real Housewives of Orange County. That is something. Sorry we keep putting out these doubles, but listen, we got to talk it through. There's a lot to talk through, like Zentastics. Okay. Thank you. Sensations. Thank you. I couldn't remember. Damn it. Zentastics is the musical that ran off Broadway for
Zentastics
30 years.
It's just a gym for little girls to go and get into gymnastics.
Remember the Zen of Zentember when. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors.
Ain't no thing like Allison King.
Ashley Savoni, she don't take no baloney.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela. Itchels. Aaron McNicholas, she don't miss no trickolas.
She's never scary. It's the Green Fairy.
Jamie, she has no last namey.
Hava Nagila Weber.
Sipped some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's a little bit loony. Junie, she's always supplying. It's Kelly Ryan.
Kristen the Piston Anderson.
You're never alone with Lacey Monteleone.
Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino. Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg. Ruru LaRue.
The Bay Area Betches.
And our super premium sponsors.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall.
She's not harsh. She's Jill Hirsch.
My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo. We love him madly. It's Kyle Pod Shadley.
Let's go on a bender with Lauren Fender. We want to hang with Liz Lang. The incredible edible Matthews sisters. Nancy Cease and Desisto.
Give him hell, Miss Noel.
She's the queen bee. It's Sarah Lemke.
Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.
Hey, Prime members, you can listen to Watch What Crappens ad-free on Amazon Music. Download the Amazon Music app today. Or you can listen ad-free with Wondery Plus in Apple Podcasts. Before you go, tell us about yourself by completing a short survey at Wondery.com.